Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. If you're a returning customer, we are going to be talking about the fun stuff you can do when you're housebound. It's part of a series that I'm doing. Last time I was vlogging, it was about the practical side of being stuck indoors, and this time it's the fun stuff. But there's going to be two fun stuff videos. One is going to be internet based, which is today's video, and then the next video will be about non-internet fun for those people that don't have the internet, don't want to use the internet, or can't for whatever reason. So, shall we crack on? This, as I have said, this is about internet based stuff that you can do when you are housebound. There is so much out there to do, and it's quite astonishing. When you start digging, it's very exciting what you can get up to. I have a list just here, and I'm just going to kind of rattle through it and try not to take up too much of anybody's time. If you want exact details about stuff, then please leave a comment in the box below. See, I wasn't going to mention down below, but now I have to because I grinned. I think that's going to be a characteristic of every video I make, is giggling over that. So yeah, anyway, if you've got any questions, let me know and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So, that word "so" in front of everything, blah 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 blah, lost it. Number one is going for a walk. Most of us who live in our houses and can't get out for whatever reason probably miss walking a lot. I know I do. But if you type into YouTube, the magic of YouTube, walking tours, or a walk in the country, or a walk in Florence, anything like that, you will come up with a video of somebody taking you for a walk. Generally speaking, there's no talking, there's no narration on it. You might get subtitles, which is quite useful if you're, I don't know, visiting a foreign city or something. And sometimes you might get some music, but more often than not, what you get is just the general noises around the person walking. So you might have nice woodland noises, or maybe city hubbub, that sort of noise, or if you're in a cafe, you'll hear all of that noise. It's a great way of getting out and about without going out and about. Another thing on YouTube, I mean, you can do anything, literally. I've been skiing. Yes, I've been skiing. Same deal, somebody's wearing like a body cam on their chest and they're skiing. It's the safest way for me to ski because I'm so uncoordinated. I would break every bone in my body, I'm sure. I've done cooking. I say I've done cooking. I have watched cooking demonstrations, which was extremely lovely. I am a big foodie. I love my food, and I'm really annoyed that I don't have the energy to properly cook anymore. So watching cooking stuff is really, really enjoyable. I also watch a lot of day in the life kind of videos because I'm interested in what other people are doing, what they're thinking, where they're going. I think because my life is very simple indoors, it's really nice just to live another life, but it doesn't tire you out like real life does. So yeah, it's good. It is fun. I also watch a lot of TV. I probably watch more YouTube videos than I do watch TV, but one thing that I did subscribe to very early on was Netflix. It's currently I think it's still $5.99 a month, and the access that you get is amazing. There is so much on Netflix, you will never be able to watch all of it. Yeah, it's a great resource to have, and it's not just films on there. There are various series, you know, from very serious ones to very, very funny ones. There are documentaries on there, there's kids TV on there, There's anime on there. I mean, you name it, and it's on there. Another thing that I need to do is I need to feed my brain so much information. It is a sponge for inspiration. And so I do courses, but I have an issue in that obviously I can't physically go to a course, but I also can't do Zoom because it drains me completely. It just zaps me. So when I see a course that I'm quite interested in, I get in touch with the people running the course and ask them if there's any other way of doing it. And quite often there is a way of doing it. I've done quite a few mini courses on Google Classroom where videos can be uploaded and of kind of practical sessions, and also worksheets and handouts and that sort of thing. I'm currently doing a bookbinding course in that format. The rest of the group learn all together on Zoom on a Friday morning, and then I watch the videos throughout the rest of the week. But what it means is that I can take time away from it so that I can have a rest, get my energy back up, and then go back to it another day. So always ask. Always ask. Don't assume that because it's done one way that it can't be done another. The worst thing the worst thing anybody can say is no, but you won't know unless you ask. I do enjoy reading, but sometimes I find reading really difficult because of brain fog, and it's quite annoying if you don't want to watch telly, like in the evening, say you don't want to watch telly, but you haven't got the energy to read. But my very dear friend told me about audiobooks and podcasts, and I had never considered them at all. Just hadn't been on my radar. But now I really enjoy them. So thank you very much for that, Jan. You're a star. There are ways of going to museums and art galleries. Again, you need the internet. And if you just put in something like, I don't know, for example, the Natural History Museum or something like that, there are quite often like 3D walkthroughs that you can do. I can't think what they're actually called. There's a name for it, but basically somebody goes around with a camera and shows you all the exhibits, which is fantastic because obviously, if you're at home and you can't get out, you can still see all these great cultural things, and it's free and it's COVID free, which in my experience couldn't be better. And you get to do it while you're in bed, which is even better. Having coffee with your friends is also really important. And I say having coffee in inverted commas because obviously if you're housebound and you don't want people around your house because it's too tiring, you can still be friends with people. You can do Zoom, FaceTime, or you can do conference calls. WhatsApp is brilliant for this. If you all download WhatsApp onto your phones, then you do a conference call. So I have a group of friends and we've done conference calls where all four of us are on the phone at the same time, and it's a real lifesaver. Talking about friends, keep up with your friendships. It's so important because of the support and the love that you'll get from the people that are dear to you. And living a life at home is hard. It is isolating, and for many it's a lonely experience. So if you have got friends, keep them. Remind them that you're there. It's not that maybe they're ignoring you or that they've forgotten you, but they have life, a life that's different to yours, and it's easy for them to be swept along in life and not really understand what that loneliness can feel like. So I'm not saying you have to beg, for their friendship, but just maybe text them once a week and say, hey, can we have a chat the weekend? Or do you fancy doing a FaceTime? Just be in touch with them. Keep blah, blah, words. Great style. Yeah, but keep your friendships going because they're so important. They really really are. Other things that you can do online include dating. You can do online dating, and there are dating sites for people with chronic illness and disability. So if you don't want to go on the normal dating websites because you might have to explain certain things about you that you're not comfortable explaining, um, these other dating sites are an option where you're not going to have to explain yourself, because everybody's experiencing something similar. Um, and also pen pals. If you're a letter writer, or if you want to be a letter writer, you can go on the internet and find all sorts of places to sign up to be a pen pal. Immediately in my head, I'm thinking about prison pen pals because I don't know, that just popped into my head. I don't think I'd write to a prisoner, to be honest, but it might be what you'd like to do. But there are other pen pal sites out there. You can do science research online, which is really cool. Really cool. If you go on Zooniverse, spell as it sounds, Zooniverse, you can find lots of different research programs that you can help with from home. They will train. God, the word thing. I'm tired, and this is what happens when I'm tired. I get my words all wrong. Anyway, yes, the research scientists will send you all the training that you need. You don't need any fancy equipment at all. And you just carry out the activities that they ask you to carry out, and then you submit your answers or your results. And it's really important because it means that the scientists can do more science because you're helping them. And as a science lover, I just think this is one of the best things in the world, really, to be able to take part in something so important. There are also lots and lots of talks online that you can enjoy. TED Talks are good, literally TED, TED Talks are really, really good, on a whole load of different subjects. Again, on YouTube, just type in TED Talks and maybe a subject, so TED Talk bookbinding, for example, and you'll see all the different ones that will come up. I'm going to stop looking at this list because I've gone through it now. But there are so many things that you can do with the internet. It is generally a question of typing a question into Google or a question into YouTube, and the world is your oyster. You will have to make the effort, though. That's the thing about being at home with an illness or a disability, is, especially if you don't have a carer, is you have to make your own life, and to make it your best life while you're indoors, you need to do the legwork. But don't look at it like it's a massive, oh, I've got to do all of this to get something. It's exciting. Treat it like an adventure. What can I find out? What can I do from home? Because if you are going to be at home for a long time, you need entertaining and you need fulfilling things to do. Human beings need to be, I don't want to say entertained necessarily, but we need to have stuff to do. So find what your passions are, what your hobbies are, what you want them to be, and just go and find out. Ask questions, send emails, ask things of friends. How did you get there? What about this? Ask the internet anything you like, and you will find a lot of brilliant things out there. So I'm going to bring this to a close now. As I said, the third one in the series will be about the fun you can have that's not on the internet. I am going away on holiday for a couple of weeks in a week's time. I do intend to vlog, but it depends on the Wi-Fi. I'm going to Gran Canaria. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough. If it is, I will vlog. If it's not, then I will see you in a while. I may be able to get that third video out before I go away, but I'm not going to promise because I'm feeling I am struggling. You know, these last few weeks have been really hard. So I'm not going to put the pressure on myself. Before I go, Aardvark's fun fact time. A baby puffin is called a puffling. So with that thought in mind, take care, have fun, and I will see you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.